Yeah, hold on. What's up, guys? This is Trey from Team OTK. Been a minute since I put up a new deck profile. Been about 2 months, but with Coda the Duelist sneak peek today happening, my my brother, also my other teammate, got a deck profile for you guys. This is Twlightsworn.
How we doing? Excuse my voice, everybody. It's really early in the morning right now. We got Twlightsworn here. Go right into the profile. Starting off, Triple JD once again, best boss monster ever created. In my opinion, still the best boss monster to this day. New edition, one Punishment Dragon, broken. Anybody who says this card is not that good is an idiot. Completely shuts down my True Draco matchup. It was really good. I played Infernoids. It's pretty much just a waste gun 2. Mirror match, just trying to play pure LightSworn. Just it's not doing anything. It's too good of a card. Excellent. I'll probably bump this up to 2, but I only got 1. I think at sneak peek, I was the only person who had it in my store, which is something else. I know it's only a $3 to $5 card on eBay and other things like that right now, but I'm definitely gonna get my hands on another one. Gotta get another one. This card's too good. One BLS. Hopefully this will come off the list. If it comes off the list anyway from a fashion, I'll play 2. This BLS speaks for itself. Still a great card to this day. Play triple riding. Why not? Only a proactive mill in the in your deck, rather. Off your monsters. You know, get you your synchro plays. Why not? You gotta have it. Triple Wolf. I know some people say play 2. Dumb. I play a 60 card deck. There's no perfect scenario in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think you need to be trying to aim for as many pluses as need be, especially in link format. I need as much material on the field as possible, and Wolf gives me the best chance to do that. I think I kind of honestly say I brick with this card. If I had the card, I had Solar Recharge or something discarded, or a Twin Twister in my hand, or just something, or a Goblinberg or something to really get out of my hand. I think the ratio is perfect. If you're playing 60, 3 Wolf for me. I don't see that changing anytime soon. 3 of the best LightSworn. Lumina. Lumina is excellent. Lumina gets you to your plays. Once again, this is especially in link format. She really sets up a lot of things for you. Gotta have her at 3. I've seen some lists play 2. Some 40 card lists play 1. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Got it. She's got to be at 3. Too good of a card not to be. 2 Gareth, 1 card draw, engine in itself, 1850 beat stick. I don't even have to explain more of that. The 1 Minerva, once again, gets to your plays. I actually had one time where I was able to search out Punishment Dragon for this. That was great. The 1 Palace, I said it once, and I'll say it again. Palace is garbage, and I only have it in here because I can potentially plus all of it.
Yep.
1 Lila actually ended up cutting this to 1. Seeing that it wasn't really necessary more than that anymore. If anything changes, I see like a more heavier back row format or whatnot. I'll bump it up to 2, but 1 is good today. That's it for the LightSworn engine. Getting into the Twlightsworn engine. Triple Jane. Jane, in my opinion, should have been the secret rare. I don't know what they were thinking. I understand the concept maybe that they were going after, but Jane is just excellent. First of all, banishes your material to set up your Punishment Dragon plays. Then I can pretty much get over almost any monster that's really floating around right now with Jane. It's just too good of a card. I actually got over a masterpiece like this today. Jane is just excellent. Jane gets over pretty much any boss. If I'm able to affect it with the monster effect, Jane's getting me there. Triple Jane. 2 Raikou. This could go to 3. In testing, obviously, I was looking at the deck and playing online and whatnot before I actually got my hands on the cards. I was always, in my mind, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. This card never fails. It first of all, once again, banishes your materials, whatnot, to get your deck synergy going between your Twlightsworn and your LightSworn engine, and just non-target banishes on the field. I mean, it's too good. When I normal summon it or when my opponent attacks into it or flips it, this is also one of the reasons why I don't have to play traps in the deck. Obviously, it's a 60 card, and you don't really focus that much on traps, but at the same time, it's a trap in itself. I see this card going up to 3.
Not bad.
Never bricked with it once, and always wanted to see it. double Lumina the Twlightsworn Shaman. Once again, this is the secret rare. Great card. Banish one, retrieve one of your banished Lightsworn from deck. If you know all the Twilights have the same effect. If a card effect goes off from a Lightsworn card, they mill the top 3 off the deck. Excellent card. I was able to get my hands on 2 today, so it was love it. And it'll stay at 2. I honestly just don't see it as a 3 off. Double Lila. Lila came up today. Once again, anything, is a continuous spell or trap effect on field while Lila's up there is in danger. Good card, 1700 beat stick, and it's a dark target, so gotta run it. That's it for the whole Twlightsworn engine. Into my enablers. Got 3 Goblinberg. Once again, speaks for itself. Gets me into my rank 4 place. Into my Minerva, that is. Double Fairy Tale Snow. Clogs at 3. Believe me, it does. Clogs at 3. Didn't want to see it at 3. Just saw it way too much. Everybody's talking about, well, it's snow. I mean, I get in the graveyard fast enough, and if I see it off the draw, I see it when I need it off the draw to face down something that's problematic. So 2 is good. Double Thrasher, same reason. Clogs at 3. I don't want to see it. I don't even really want to mill it. I just want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to get it out, get into my, my Minerva, and then get the remaining one in the graveyard so I don't have to draw it ever again. But still, you don't even really want to mill it because I want a plus. But it is what it is. Got to run it. Double Eclipse Wyvern gets me to my JD and to my Punishment Dragon. It's going to stay at 2. Just because, especially when I'm adding the next Punishment Dragon, when I get my hands on one. It's going to stay on 2. Apologize for the mismatch rarity. But that's what I had at the moment. So that's what it is. 1 Trick Clown. Obviously, play anything in mill since the graveyard. I got to run Trick Clown, at least 1. And 1 Gemini Sardonyx. Because obviously, running Brilliant Energy. And that's the only gem knight that I actually had. I didn't feel like going out and buying the 1900 vanilla guy. If I already had something, yeah, it is what it is. We're real cheap over here. Triple Brilliant Fusion, obviously. Sorry, guys. Triple Allure. Run 11 dark targets for this. Gotta run it. This only turbos out your deck even more. Great card. And once again, with Allure, normally sometimes when you're running Allure in a dark deck, you don't actually really want to banish all the time when you actually draw the cards, or you end up having to banish something that you could have found useful. Not here. I mean, you really don't mind getting rid of anything that you draw if you have a dark target. Love it. I think, honestly, this is probably the most versatile use of Allure that's out right now within the Twlightsworn deck. Triple Solar Recharge, Pantheism of the Pantheism of the LightSworn, that is. Great card. Draw 2, mill 2. Excellent. Unbricks your hands. Get you to your pieces. Too good. Double needs to be at 3. Once again, Charge of the Light Brigade should be at 3. I mean, it's kind of Konami. Come on now. Charge of the Light Brigade should be at 3. It's been on the list way too long, and it's just not even necessary. But obviously, we're running doubles. 1 Board Wipe with Raigeki. 1 Searcher with Rhoda. Busted. Got the 1 Foolish Burial. Alright, 1 new card. March of the Dark Brigade. I wish they would have named this March of the Night Brigade. I saw that on Yugioh Pro. One time that's what the name was. Going to be in the TCG. And I thought that would have been awesome. But yeah, the card's actually really good. Adds back 1 to the hand. And then banish for, however many off the top for whatever the level. I retrieve back from the graveyard in terms of whatever it has to be a Lightsworn or Twlightsworn monster, obviously. Great card. It's good at 1. You know what I'm saying? Once again, it's good at 1. Easy side out. But when you see it, you'll like it. It's good at 1. It'll definitely stay in the deck. And finally, for spells, 1 Mind Control. Mind Control is actually big today. I don't know if TCG is going to allow this to come off the list. I heard rumblings. I know they have it at 3 in the OCG, but in link format, I was able to actually steal one of my opponent's Tierra Infernoid and make a Deco Chakra out of it. I mean, that right there is just amazing. So, yeah, definitely got to run that. For the traps, cut down to 1 LightSworn Judgment since I'm running double Eclipse Wyvern. It's not necessary to run that 2 anymore. But once again, I still mill it when I need to. Still gets me there. It's my JD. 1 Twilight Eraser. This was actually good. I was not actually going to run this card, but we decided to test it. It works well. Speeds up the deck a little bit when you mill it. I actually had 1 instance at a sneak peek because I was able to build it there, where I actually had the other conditions of having the two the same type but different name LightSworn, and just flipped it up and banished 2 of his cards, and he actually had to scoop. It was a pretty big neg for him. So it was pretty good. When the other effect of it, when it's milled from the deck to the graveyard by a LightSworn effect, I can special summon the LightSworn from my hand. It was really good. I like the card actually. I think it will stay in. And finally, double breakthrough skill. Now the reason why I chose this over something like Strike or whatnot. This is actually really good in the True Draco matchup because they don't suspect that I run any type of interruption traps anyway. You know, they think if you're running any type of mill deck or whatever, your interruption is going to be Fairy Tale Snow, and that's just it. But normally what they're going to do, they're going to tribute off, spell, monster, and they think that's going to pretty much keep you at bay, during the duration of the duel. But that's not the case. Even if I don't see this to set it, I'll mill the breakthrough skill, neuter the masterpiece, and then get over it. And we already know its basic application. So that's it for the deck. 60 cards.
All right.
Side or extra first?
Probably get into the extra deck.
Extra deck. 2 of the best rank 4 ever created.
Yes, awesome.
I don't even have to explain what this does. If you don't know what it does, you've been under a rock. Super Utopia package. I was actually only going to run just this and this, but this is so strong in Link right now. It really is. This is just a beast in Link. 1 Daigusto. Obviously, you're on the recycle your goods. 1 Abyss Dweller. True Draco, shut him down. 1 Castel, always be a good card unless they come up with something that pops or sends 2 back to the deck simultaneously. And 1 Giant Hand. This was actually really good today. As another wrinkle of interruption that they don't suspect. On to my synchros, 1 Omega, since I don't. This used to be 2 or 3 Omega back when it was non-link format because I could make it so easily. But now I can't. Well, I can't make it as easily as I used to, but it does definitely come up during the duration of a duel, so I always want to have the 1. 1 Michael. Beast, what can I say? Especially in this slower format now with Link. Michael's so good. He's just too good. And then 1 Black Rose to clear the field. 1 Gem Knight Seraph Knight. 1 Decode Talker. Once again, that's what we're going to go into. Obviously, I'll probably boost Decode Talker up to 2. I have my other one in one of my other decks, though, so that's it. But I think I'm going to throw him in here or just buy another one. I think we just need 2 Decode Talker just in case I get Solomon or something, but it didn't show up. I just got to play it around back row when it did, so it was good. 1 Mrs. Radiant, because I'm able to go into my Mrs. Radiant. Just a simple came up a lot, get in there easily, many different ways I can get it done, so that's the extra deck, 15 cards obviously. Onto the sideboard. Played the 2 Ash for everything.
Yep.
Played the 2 Ghost Ogre for pretty much either True Drake or Yuzu. Obviously it's good against both matchups. 2 Drone and Lockbird for dinosaurs. 2 Sticky Man, because, well, sticky. I was mainly, but now I side Twin Twisters because I find out, I find, in testing, I just played through back row very well anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So just side these. Alright. 2 Forbidden Graveyard for True Draco and dinosaurs. This is basically super D barrier for dinosaurs. It really is. Because when they go to pop, they get all their effects. They get Dino's whole engine runs off being able to resolve all the effects in the graveyard. There's nothing that they do that's a power play or even a decent play that doesn't revolve around getting their effects in the graveyard. So when they go to pop with the True King or whatever they're doing, or they're playing Dino Yang Zing, this just shuts them down. They have to pass turn. And honestly, I had 2 instances today when I played Forbidden Graveyard and they just scooped. Because they needed, they had, the typical True King, pop 2, etc., search, etc., like that. And I had a pretty decent field already established. And as soon as I flipped Forbidden Graveyard, they got nothing. It was just -3. So they just knew they had to scoop. So I think going into this format, especially when in Link, I think Dinos are going to be on the come up. It's right there. 2 Mask of Restrict. Anybody says this gets pops, that way, therefore it's bad. I don't know what you're talking about. It can, but this is very, very clutch today. We know what it does. No True Dracos. And finally, 1 Solemn. Go.
Okay. Well, it looks like that's it for the deck profile. Guys, please like and subscribe to Team OTK page, and I'll see you guys later.